Bray J here with you from LA On Air with Bray J. And, of course, we have some special guests in the building. Ryan Clemens, of course, co-hosting with us today. And our good friend, Mr. Tim Rafferty, Timothy Rafferty, whatever you want to call him.
Tim's fine. Tim
well,
Rafferty.
well, now you've kind of abandoned that name, and I'm going to go there in a second. But, of course, Tyler Walker.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Oh, man, today's a good day.
And please, our videographer who's with us today.
Off microphone. Jamie Hartnett, she's videoing this for us.
Awesome. All right, so we're here talking about Rent Tim. You can hashtag it, you can search it, you can flip it, you can bop it. I mean, it is everywhere right now.
We are present.
Definitely. And just before we even get into the details, let's talk about those stats, because that was very impressive.
Okay.
You started this page one morning, you said, or late one
Last
night.
night.
No,
And you wake
after
up,
midnight.
and then what's there?
When we woke up, we weren't at 100 likes yet, but we were well into our reach.
Uh-huh.
What that reach was at that point, I was unaware that I could review that.
Check the analytics, right.
Yeah, because they said I needed 12 more likes before I went to bed, and I was like, well, I'll do that when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the reach is, let me pull that up real quick. I got it right here.
853 million. No. We're getting there. That'll be tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's wrong. Let me see. It says 2,580 is our reach. How many people? I guess that's how many people we've reached.
Right.
Yep. And we're at 277 total page likes. And what new page likes means, I guess, is recent. I don't know. As of since we first started.
That's pretty
Total
awesome,
page,
though,
yeah.
just say. In a short time, they've already reached over 2,000 people, and most pages have trouble who've been around reaching 200. Trust me when I say that.
Yes.
I guess it's viral for Lake Charles, right?
Yeah, we're headed there. It'll be
We're going towards
amazing.
Lake Charles viral.
So let's talk
Yeah.
about Rent Tim. How'd y'all come up with this? What do y'all do? What does it all mean?
The long and short of it is we need money. We're aspiring filmmakers. We've done a couple shorts here in town, and our friend over in LA has produced a couple. And we want to do our first feature-length film this summer, an hour-and-a-half long movie like you'd see in the theater. And in order to do so, we need money, and we don't have much, but we have a lot of Tim. And so we were thinking we can rent Tim.
Has anyone rented you yet?
All right, we've had some propositions. You know, we have
I
some
don't like that
inquiries.
word.
I said everything was legal.
You said that, but then you said propositions, and sometimes that can mean.
Provocative.
We've already gotten some interesting emails that we're
Please,
in
let
the
us
process
in.
of reviewing.
Yeah.
Tell us some of them.
So,
At the moment, we're planning Wednesday right now. Tim is going to be performing at Swing Fit.
performing is a very
That's
good word.
like a gymnastics,
Right.
aerobatic.
Gino, yeah.
Yeah, Gino.
Yeah, Gino,
exactly.
yeah, it's a workout. It's cutting edge, I would say.
So he's going to be in full leotard, learning how to do that, and we're going to film that and post a follow-up video. So
Okay.
everything that Tim does, we like to video it and post it so everybody can see.
I love it.
All the ways Tim's being used.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
now, let me explain. I don't think this campaign, I don't realize what you started. Of course, I do Hey Bray J, and it's done pretty well. Rent Tim is going to go on until you're like 90 in your wheelchair.
Pretty catchy, though.
Like, some old woman's going to be like, Rent Tim. Like, this is going to go on
the
forever.
movie's going to flop, but now this is a business.
Don't say that. No, the movie's going to be great. We're definitely
I
going to
have
do that.
absolute confidence in all three of us. you know.
Tyler, of course, did a great job with the promotional video.
Thank you.
And when Tim called and he's like, "Hey, Braylon, I want you to check this out," I was very honored that you did. And then when I watched it, I called you back immediately.
Oh yeah, no.
Now, let me tell you, I never get to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I literally made sure I stopped in my driveway before I left, and I watched the video, and I immediately pressed call as soon as I was done. I was like, I love it.
I was very impressed and excited about how fast you called me back and how excited you sounded in your voice. I was like, I told them immediately, and we were like, yes.
Oh, wait, yeah. If Braylon's on board, everybody's on
I
board.
love a good campaign, and y'all did a great
You're a
job.
huge supporter of the local arts, especially
Yeah.
the local film industry, and that we can't thank you enough. That's been huge.
Yeah.
We
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere without running into you now.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Now, tell me, please, let's talk about the film itself. Let's
Okay.
go into a little more detail about what the film is.
What the film is, at its core, it's a buddy comedy. It's about two guys. One of them is kind of a world-weary author, kind of in his sophomore slump. And he's roommates with a unemployed, trust-funded man-child. And
Man-child.
I like that word.
both of these characters are incredibly flawed, but they... It's a record-breaking heat wave. We're setting it in the south, and so middle of the summer, terrible heat wave, and their AC breaks, and that's what sets everything in motion. And at its like I said, at its core, it's a buddy comedy. It's just these two guys in this kind of interesting environment working through their problems.
Who's starring in the film?
We're in the middle of casting. We're in pre-production. We'll probably hit casting really hard in a couple months, but all of that information is going to be available through Rent Tim and through our own Facebook page. So absolutely.
Which we should probably mention.
Yeah, let's push that.
Absolutely.
Tell us all the
our
pages.
Our production
and
company is called Space Ranch. And
Okay.
it's facebook.com/Space Ranch or The Space Ranch. I can't remember. But regardless, it's Space Ranch. And we did Love Will Tear Us Apart back in August, and we premiered that at Dharma, and it played at the local film festival, and that was a lot of fun. So we're hoping we get a lot of guys back from that and just make it bigger, make it longer. You know?
So renttim.com.
Renttim.com.
And then, of course, there's a like page on Facebook, Rent Tim, one word, I believe.
Yes.
Of course, like I said, you can hashtag it. And
Please,
I need to start an Instagram page.
Totally. All of
I
that.
think that would help.
Grams.
You know, I tell people this, my little trade secret, which is not a big secret, but I use Instagram for everything. If you notice any of my posts,
Absolutely.
you're listening in closer, Ron.
I saw you Instagram Rent Tim.
I mean, but you do Instagram, and it sends it out to Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, you name it, and that's why I love it.
Yeah.
And I love to see cool videos on Instagram. So y'all can do like little clips. And it's
the
like,
Vine.
Yes,
Do
that'll be
Vine.
better
And
than
Vine, of course.
doing Snapchats. It's something we had discussed.
Do it for the Vine.
Doing a character Snapchat.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so last 20 seconds, what would you like to get out to the public?
Rent Tim. Rent we need your money.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're available for large donations. If somebody's interested in becoming a producer and a partner on the film, of course, that's still available. But for just the general public that wants to be involved and wants to make something cool happen and wants to support our buddy Tim here, right there, we're...
What about businesses?
Oh yeah, businesses want to get involved, like with Swing Fit, and I know there's a couple other that we've gotten emails from. We're offering this kind of thing
Commercials.
that if they want to donate a little bit more, we'll make a specific Rent Tim video. Rather than being a compilation of something larger, it'll be specifically promoting their business and Tim's involvement.
Now, what's the lowest donation you'll take?
That's up to Tim.
Man, it's all.
I guess it depends on what you want him to do.
Yeah, it all depends. I'd say email us. We'll get back to you.
We're keeping this open because we live in a very creative place, and I know the general public in Lake Charles is going to be very creative in some of these answers.
Well, giving everything I have in my pocket right now, here's a little bit to start you off.
Oh, perfect.
I hope it it's the kind of jingles, it doesn't fold, but it'll help.
There's money there.
This is the official first collection.
There you go. Brought to you by BRAY J.
We're putting that on PayPal.
All right, renttim.com.
It's $1.
There you go.
Rent him.
Renttim.com, of course, and Facebook and Twitter and all that jazz. And so proud of you guys, truly.
Thank you.
I'm glad what you are doing, and let us know. We want to have y'all back on the show so y'all can update us.
Again,
Awesome.
Thank you for your support, Braylon. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank
there
you.
it is. BRAY J here with you, and of course, Space Ranch. Thank you guys.